Hey guys, my name is Jeremy Kitts. I'm a former boxer and pro MMA fighter, and today I'm going to be sharing some tips and training techniques that I've used over the years that are like solo drills to help you develop your footwork when you don't have training partners and just to get those extra reps in. So, stay tuned. Alright, we're going to be using an agility ladder to develop our footwork for MMA striking or boxing. A few common mistakes that this ladder can help eliminate in your stance would be like an inline stance, being your feet get in line almost like you're walking a tightrope or whatever, where you'd have good in and out movement but limited to your lateral movement and speed. To help avoid getting a square stance where you have a lot of good power from both sides, this side, and lateral movement, but no in and out movement right there. As well as just keeping a good spacing in your feet and not getting too wide of a stance right here, which will also inhibit your movement. Okay, the first drill that we're gonna do is just gonna be a forward shuffle. What this ladder is gonna do is gonna help keep our spacing between our feet so that we don't get square. It helps us maintain our stance by giving us a guide to look at rather than just trying to think that you're doing it in your mind. So we're going to start with the lead side in the first square. Your back foot, your toes are going to be just behind the line or just on it. Depending on your height, that can be adjusted within the squares. Mine's usually, I'm 5'6", I'm usually right by the line right behind my foot. As we step forward, you're going to step with your toes first. That way if you're stepping into the pocket but you realize quickly that you need to retreat, you're ready and loaded to go off of that lead foot to go back. If you're stepping on your heel and realize in a split second you need to go back, you got to transfer that weight to your toes, and then by that time the opponent has already attacked and you probably ate the punch. So stepping on your toes, staying on your toes, not up on your tiptoes, just weight on the balls of your feet. And hands are up in a stance. Again, back foot stays by the line or in the square behind your lead foot. So once I step forward with my lead foot, I compensate the same distance with my back foot. Step, 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 step. Now when I get down to the end, I can switch and put my, switch the stance, go to my right-handed stance, orthodox, and I can work my footwork in that stance as well. You can develop them both as you're coming up, you'll be equal with your footwork no matter what stance you're in. Again, lead foot, step, 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 step. Common mistakes are step, 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 where if you can see I'm getting in a square stance each time. One thing that this will also do is it keeps the line, keeps your feet separated so that you don't get in the line like this, that you have a good solid base under you. Step, 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 step. So no matter how far your front foot steps, your lead foot compensates. That way we don't go like a large step with the front foot and a little one with the back, because then I'm ending up like so. So again, just maintaining that stance, step, 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 step. All right, guys. Hope this helps you out and you get your footwork improved. All right, guys. Once you get your forward shuffle down with your lead foot inside, you can start playing tricks with your mind a little bit. Something I like to do. And now I'm going to put my rear foot in instead of my lead foot. So now as I step forward, my rear foot's in. Sometimes I like to go down with the lead foot in and back with the rear foot. That way it really confuses me a little bit and I really have to work on keeping the right foot in. Again, you can switch stances, and now I'm going to go into a southpaw stance as I step. Again, this foot's in line with this square, this one's in line with this one. That way I always have staggered and I'm not in a square stance. So step, 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 boom. Right rear foot's in. Stepping on the balls of the feet so that, again, we can make if we have to make a quick retreat out, we're ready to go rather than being on the heel, have to shift to get out and probably eat the punch. All right, guys, good luck.